There is a creature inside your house that has been studying your room for weeks. Not metaphorically, literally. It knows where insects travel. It knows where air currents shift at night. It knows which corner of your ceiling gives it the highest probability of catching something alive. And right now, it may be the only thing standing between your home and an infestation you haven't noticed yet. But almost every human reacts to it the same way. Panic. Because the moment we see a spider standing motionless in the corner of a room, our brains treat it like an intruder. Something dangerous, something dirty, something that needs to disappear immediately. So we crush it, vacuum it, destroy the web, and unknowingly eliminate one of the most efficient predators living inside our homes. Here's what most people never realize. Spiders do not choose locations randomly. That spider above your bed, behind your curtain, or sitting silently in the upper corner of your ceiling, selected that exact position for a reason. Because something else is moving through your house. Mosquitoes, gnats, cockroach nymphs, clothes moths. Tiny organisms you rarely notice until the problem becomes serious. The spider noticed them first, and what scientists recently discovered about house spiders is deeply unsettling. Some species can memorize vibration patterns. Some adjust their hunting strategies based on previous success. And some are actively hunting more dangerous spiders hidden deeper inside your walls, meaning the creature you fear may actually be protecting you from something far worse. By the end of this video, you are going to understand why ancient humans considered spiders guardians of the home, and why killing the one in your corner may be one of the biggest biological mistakes you can make inside your house. Humans have feared spiders for thousands of years. Long legs emerging from darkness, sudden movement across walls, thin shadows frozen in corners where our eyes rarely focus. Our brains evolved to notice creatures that move unpredictably, and spiders trigger that ancient alarm almost instantly. But science paints a completely different picture. Of the more than 45,000 known spider species on Earth, only a tiny percentage are medically significant to humans. The overwhelming majority have absolutely no interest in attacking you. You are too large to eat, too dangerous to fight, and biologically irrelevant to them. The spider in your room is not waiting for you to fall asleep. It is waiting for insects. Researchers studying indoor spider behavior discovered that spiders are extraordinarily sensitive environmental readers. They detect microscopic air vibrations, humidity changes, airflow patterns, and the movement signatures of prey traveling through a room. When a spider chooses a corner inside your house, it is making a strategic calculation. That corner gives it the highest hunting efficiency. And what it hunts should concern you far more than the spider itself. Mosquitoes carrying disease, tiny flies contaminating food, fleas, carpet beetles, roach nymphs, moths capable of destroying fabric before you even realize they exist. A single house spider can eliminate hundreds of insects every year without chemicals, traps, or human assistance. Silently, relentlessly. And then researchers discovered something even stranger. Spiders learn. Not emotionally like humans, but spatially and behaviorally. Scientists observed web-building spiders modifying the architecture of their webs depending on prey traffic. If insects repeatedly collided from one direction, the web became denser there. Support lines changed angle. Silk tension shifted. The spider was adapting its engineering based on previous outcomes. That web in your ceiling corner is not random silk. It is accumulated environmental intelligence. And every time someone destroys a spider web, they are destroying a living map built through weeks of observation. But this hidden intelligence becomes even more fascinating once you realize that some spiders are not merely hunting insects, they are hunting each other. Your house may feel still at night, quiet, controlled, safe. Biologically, it is none of those things. Inside your walls, beneath furniture, around window frames and basement corners, an invisible predator network operates every single night while you sleep. And spiders are among the most effective hunters in that system. Take the common cellar spider, often called a daddy longlegs, thin legs, fragile appearance, slow movement. Most people assume it is harmless and weak. In reality, it is a specialist assassin. Researchers have documented cellar spiders invading the territories of far more dangerous spiders, including brown recluses and black widows. But they do not win through strength, they win through strategy. The cellar spider manipulates web vibrations with extraordinary precision, creating confusion signals that disorient larger spiders before rapidly wrapping them in silk from a safe distance. What appears delicate is actually highly optimized warfare, and this battle is happening constantly inside human structures. The harmless spider near your ceiling may be preventing more dangerous species from establishing territory nearby. Nature rarely allows empty ecological space to remain empty for long. Remove one predator, and another eventually replaces it. Sometimes with consequences humans notice too late. But spiders are not merely hunters, they are sensors. Pest researchers have repeatedly observed that increases in spider activity inside homes often happen before homeowners discover larger infestations. Spiders follow prey concentrations long before humans consciously notice them. More spiders near windows can signal rising mosquito populations outside. Increased basement activity may indicate moisture problems attracting insects behind walls. Sudden web growth near kitchens can point toward expanding food sources for flies or roaches. The spider is responding to information before you are. In many ways, spiders function like living surveillance systems for your home. And then comes perhaps the strangest discovery of all. Many house spiders are no longer truly outdoor animals. For decades, scientists assumed spiders simply wandered indoors temporarily for warmth or shelter. But newer research suggests certain house spiders evolved specifically alongside human civilization over thousands of years. Your home became their habitat. Artificial heat, stable temperatures, predictable insect populations, permanent shelter from weather. Over generations, some spiders adapted so completely to indoor life that surviving outdoors became difficult for them. Without realizing it, humanity created a new ecosystem, and spiders evolved directly into it. They did not invade our homes. Evolution slowly built them around us, which explains why humans throughout history often viewed spiders very differently than modern culture does. Ancient cultures rarely saw spiders as meaningless pests. They saw guardians. In ancient Egypt, spiders were associated with Neith, the divine weaver connected to creation and destiny. In many Native American traditions, Spider-Woman was a sacred figure representing wisdom, survival, and cosmic balance. Across West African folklore, Anansi the spider became the keeper of stories and intelligence itself. In parts of Japan, seeing a spider in the morning was considered good fortune and a sign that the home was protected. At first glance, these beliefs sound symbolic, but beneath them was ecological observation. Ancient people lived closer to the biological systems around them. They noticed patterns modern humans often ignore. Homes with spiders tended to suffer fewer insect problems, fewer mosquitoes, fewer biting pests, fewer infestations spreading through food and fabric. And modern science now confirms exactly why. Mosquitoes alone are responsible for more human deaths every year than any other animal on Earth through diseases like malaria, dengue fever, West Nile virus, and Zika. Spiders intercept them constantly. Every web inside your home functions as a silent capture system operating 24 hours a day. The mosquito trapped near your lamp never reaches your skin. The moth captured near your closet never lays eggs in your clothes. The cockroach juvenile eaten beneath your sink never matures. The spider solves problems before you even detect them. Which brings us back to the mystery from the beginning. Why did the spider choose your room? Because your house is filled with signals invisible to you. Airflow changes, moisture pockets, heat signatures, microscopic prey movement. The spider reads all of it, so when spiders suddenly appear in unusual numbers, the real question may not be, how do I kill them? The real question is, what are they detecting? Because the spider is rarely the source of the problem. Most of the time, it is the first creature responding to it. There is something deeply humbling about realizing that intelligence does not always resemble human intelligence. Sometimes it looks like a motionless spider suspended silently in the corner of a room, a tiny predator mapping vibrations through silk, thinner than human hair, while invisible ecosystems move around your life every night. No hatred, no evil intention, no desire to frighten you, just instinct refined across hundreds of millions of years into extraordinary biological precision. The spider does not know who you are, but it has learned your room, adapted to your airflow, positioned itself along the pathways of creatures you cannot even see.